Describe a positive change in your life. You should say what the change was about, when it happened, describe details of the change happened, and describe how it affected you later in life.
I'd like to share a positive change that has had a huge effect on my life, building a daily morning run habit. It all started about 2 years ago, right after my 25th birthday. I was working long hours in an office, living mostly on takeaway food, and I felt drained all the time. One evening, I climbed a single flight of stairs and found myself panting like I'd just climbed a mountain. That little wake-up call convinced me something had to change. The very next day, I set a simple rule for myself: get outside and move for at least 15 minutes every morning before work. I didn't even call it exercise, I just called it fresh air time so it sounded less scary. For the first week, I walked on my block while listening to podcasts. In week 2, I added short 30-second jogs between lampposts. By the end of the first month, I could comfortably run 2 kilometers without stopping, something I'd never done in my life. There were a couple of challenges. Waking up at 6 a.m. in the middle of winter felt brutal, and my legs ached like crazy at first. To keep going, I joined a free app called Strava and followed a few local runners. Seeing their colorful route maps pop up in my feed pushed me to log my own. I also laid out my shoes and clothes the night before, so I had one less excuse in the morning. The results showed up surprisingly fast. After roughly 6 weeks, my energy levels went through the roof. I stopped needing that second cup of coffee at 10 a.m., and my mood at work improved because I'd already achieved something before even reaching my desk. Physically, I dropped about 5 kilos over 3 months, and my doctor later told me my blood pressure was back in the healthy range. Long-term, this small change has spilled into other areas of life. I started cooking healthier meals because running on junk food just doesn't feel good. I've even entered a couple of charity 10K races, which gave me a new social circle outside the office. Overall, turning myself into a morning runner has made me fitter, calmer, and strangely proud of my own discipline, so I'd call it the best decision I've made in my 20s.